Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are going to present teaching academic listening through numbered heads together. We are a group consists of Ichsan Taufik Ramdhani, Irma Yunita, Noera Safira, and Siti Ratnadewi. Since numbered heads together is a technique, it belongs to method, and the method is called cooperative learning. Cooperative learning is a learning method to make students learn together in group. In this method, interaction between students and others are very important. It is not just having students to sit side by side in the same table to talk each other or do a task individually, but cooperative learning asks students to work together to complete it cooperatively. Cooperative learning comes as the answer to the weaknesses of conventional method, in which the teacher is explaining all day long without giving any chance for students to get involved. It is so boring. And you can imagine, you will not focus to the material. You will be idle. Even if the teacher gives a chance, the system is still not allowing all students to participate. It creates long queue that is so lame. That's why we use this technique, because in our opinion, this technique is simple yet powerful. Numbered heads together. Here we are. Since real class simulation needs many volunteers, we decided to simulate numbered heads together by using animation. You can learn how this technique is conducted step by step. First things first, the teacher grouped the students. The total member in each group is conditional. The second step is to introduce students to the topic will be presented in the main activity. Let them discuss about it. This step is called brainstorming. After a while, ask students a simple question to make them get involved little by little. In our way to the main activity, teacher gives each student's number, symbolizing by creative crafting or any other things which can be seen clearly. This number will be related to the numbered heads together procedure. Explain to them how the group works and what is that symbol for in the main activity. Make sure they are ready to listen carefully.
Information Society by Richard Sidaway. Once upon a time, societies were organized around religion, farming, trade, or industry. In many parts of the world today, this is still true, but something else is becoming more important. The exchange of information and the technology that we use to do this. 24-hour news, e-commerce, international call centers, mobile phones, global positioning systems, all these are making the world smaller and faster. The growth in telecommunications is now giving more and more people access to democratic ideas, to the principles of international law and human rights, to the science that will help their country to develop, or to the medical knowledge that can fight disease. It is starting a real global village which people only dreamed of a generation ago. But how can everybody in the world share the recent technological advances? Millions of people cannot read these words because they don't have access to a computer. They don't understand English either, the language that 80% of the information is written in. They don't even have a telephone. They are more worried about how far they will have to walk today to get clean water, or if they can feed themselves and their families. For most people on this planet, information is not a priority. The contrast between countries that have information technology and those that don't is called the digital divide. Scandinavia and Southeast Asia have a high number of people who use information communication technologies, ICT. Central Africa and the Pacific have almost none. The United Nations is trying to make the information society a reality for more of the developing world.
Finally, based on the recording material, teacher asks students some complex questions. Teacher shouts a number randomly for first question. In the example is number 4, so everyone which bear that number has responsibility to answer that question and so on. This responsibility creates awareness among students. Consequently, no one is daydreaming during the lesson. The result of this main activity can be used to assess students' participation and comprehension. Thus, this technique might be helpful to teach listening. That was our presentation about numbered heads together. Thanks for watching.